Hey guys, it's Melissa. I am not in my craft room as you can see, but I am in front of my Christmas tree, which like many of you has a lot of handmade and homemade decorations. So I just wanted to go over a couple of ideas for ornaments, DIY Christmas ornaments that you can make at home. I'm going to show you some of my tree. I'm going to show you a couple examples. I'll link to all of the tutorials in the description so you have lots of ideas and the way to do it. Okay, so here's one here. There's so many different types of ways to do this. This is one that I did in 2020. You can see this is a sublimation tag. Obviously, that was the big COVID year, and then this was etched. Okay, so that was one thing. I etched up that with my Silhouette Cameo 4. All right, so my tree is full of ornaments that I've made over the years. Here is a really delicate one. This is a layered paper, which I love this one. It's probably, I don't know, 6 or 7 different layers all put together. I have a video you'll see later on how this is all done. Okay, but beautiful with just white cardstock, all right? And then if you're looking for, you know, personalized things, this is one that I always like. This was felt. Again, the felt was cut with the Cameo 4 rotary blade. Whoops. This was a little SVG that was from Sofante. It wasn't really meant to have photos in there, but I added photos by putting double, cut it double. This is actually supposed to be for a monogram. And then to remember what year these were, I just cut HTV and put that right on the ribbon there. So a couple on my tree, and now I'm gonna just show you a couple more that you might be interested, whether you want to use wood, whether you want to paint, whether you want to use balls, whether you want to use vinyl. Lots of different ways to do it. So let's take a look. So here are these popular tiles that we're using, and in this case we have just cut the SVG. The shape has already come in with vinyl, and then we're just layering the vinyl and placing directly on top of the tile. This is super easy and cute. You can use a hot glue gun to add some kind of ribbon so that you can have a hanger, and the options for these, there's just so many different options. You can find tons of different designs for these, and the tiles just come out really, really cute. If you're looking for something with wood, printable, inkjet printable is always a good idea. I've done this lots of times using StarCraft inkjet printable. You just print it to your computer and then literally flip it onto the wood and press with a heat press. They come out really, really well. If you're looking for the wood slices, you can do the same thing on those. A little bit more of a rustic look. You can actually use these same designs on all different kinds of blanks, whether they're wood blanks or sublimation blanks. You just have so many different options. Obviously, HTV you can also use. I love these because they can double as wine charms. Great for hostess gifts as well as ornaments, of course, too. And if you don't want to use heat transfer vinyl, you can also use stencils to whether you want to paint, or in this case, I'm making stencils to wood burn, and these came out great. You're just making the stencils with the Icon Art system, which it makes them reusable, and then I'm putting some torch paste over top and using a heat gun to activate that torch paste, and you will see that these wood burn ornaments come out really great. Again, you can use any type of design that you want. You just shape it, size it to fit your blanks, and you have created lots of ornaments. Now, these popular balls that we have here have been painted. I'm going to let Lindsay take it from here.
To paint the inside of ornaments, first you'll remove the top and swirl some rubbing alcohol on the entire inside of the ornament and let it dry completely. Then squirt about a tablespoon amount of white acrylic paint and begin swirling it around the inside of the ornament until the inside is completely covered. And you can lightly tap the sides of the ornament to get that paint to move around if you feel like it's kind of stopped moving. But try to avoid adding more paint, because once the entire inside is coated, you're going to invert the ornament over like a cup or a medicine bottle to let the excess drain and to let the paint dry completely. So if you use lots of paint, then it's just going to take a lot longer to dry. And you really do want the paint to be dry completely so that when you insert the top hanger back in, it doesn't scrape off the paint at the top of the ornament. And these snowman faces just make the cutest ornaments. And if you want to grab this design, it's in the October 2022 SVG and font bundle at So Fancy. And so I threw a link in the video description if you want to check it out.
So cute. And as promised, here's how you can make that gorgeous paper mandala ornament that I did. This one is an oversized, as you can see, but all of the paper was cut with a Cameo 4. Every little piece is pulled out. This is definitely labor intensive, and then you can use some foam dots to give dimension. The one that you saw on my tree at the beginning of this video is obviously all white and in a much smaller size. If you use the segment line overcut, you should have no problem even cutting at such a small size like that, but I do love this oversized option as well. Just came out really beautiful. And then we're gonna end here with one of my all-time favorite ornaments, a nod to the silhouette itself.